Hello everyone, welcome to the technical training of SHL Technical Support Team. In the prior part we introduced the theory of water-soluble cutting oil. Today we would like to continue to share the next part related to use and manage the oil. When using water-soluble cutting oil, we need to manage 4 factors. That is concentration, pH, hard water, bacteria. The first about concentration. When using water-soluble cutting oils, it is necessary to control the concentration for effective cutting. Usually we should check the processing methods and then the material. For steel, the concentration is usually 5% or higher depending on the conditions of use. For aluminum, the concentration is up to 10% to protect aluminum effectively. Second, about pH index. Parallel to concentration management is pH management. pH needs to be managed appropriately to limit the effect on the user's skin. For aluminum, the pH is usually managed from 8.8 to 9.2. For iron, the concentration is usually 9.2 to less than 10. Third, about hard water. Untreated water always contains impurities and microorganisms. Even rainwater is not pure enough. Impurities can interact with the cutting oil, causing the cutting oil to degrade. Therefore, water treatment is essential for a high-quality cutting oil. Water quality varies according to the source of water supplied. The water used for making cutting oil is often recommended by oil producers as tap water from municipal construction companies, as it is analyzed daily and weekly and has detailed information on its composition of them. It will usually manage under 500 ppm. Fourth, bacteria, fungi, need to manage below 100 if higher than oil change is recommended. Regarding the analysis of used oil, especially the time to change oil, the most frequent replacement cycle is from 3 to 6 months. In general, used oil is replaced for the following reasons. When tool life and machining accuracy are lowered, about 6%. When the used oil color changes extremely, about 17%. When corruption has progressed and an offensive odor occurs, about 30%. When rust prevention performance becomes low, about 11%. When removing chips in a tank, about 12%. When an oil manufacturer makes a decision, about 3%. Determine the period of changing used oil. After that, exchange regularly, about 20%. Other things, about 2%. In the analysis and use of oil, we need to pay attention to the problem of the concentration control. Concentration control is the most important factor in extending water-borne cutting oil life. The replenishment of new cutting oil must be regularly supplemented so that the concentration is maintained constant. After several days of use, you should avoid replenishing large amounts at once. Especially in summer, the concentration is controlled from 2 to 3% higher than winter to prevent corruption proceeding. In the figure is a graph showing the appearance of odor in 2 different concentrations. Concentration of 7% after 5 days, the pH decreased to 8.9%. Concentration 5% after 5 days, the pH decreased to 8.2%. If the concentration is high, bacteria will be less likely to be penetrated, so the pH will decrease slowly, and vice versa. If the concentration is 5%, it will be easier for bacteria to penetrate, so after 5 days, the pH will decrease rapidly from 9.1 to 8.2. Therefore, we need to control the appropriate concentration for better oil management efficiency. The next problem to pay attention to when using water-soluble cutting oil is the corrupt odor. About symptoms such as bad odor, making rust, unstable emulsion, discoloration of emulsion. About cause, that is, low concentration, low pH, incorporation of other oils, oxygen shortage in oil tank, pollution, use unsuitable water, long-term use. To check this situation, we need to consider the factors that are: check concentration, check pH, check oil skimmer works, check aeration machine works, check oil status in all process and degree of microbial generation. Check water status. Check the period of use. After examining the above factors, from which to come up with reasonable solutions such as management of proper concentration maintenance. A.S. Fungicide and pH enhancer measure. Replace other oils and repair the oil skimmer. Operation of aeration machine in the tank. Replace cause of pollution. Supply suitable water. Consultation for proper term of use. The next factor we need to consider is the appearance changing of water-soluble cutting oil. 1. Main causes of appearance change: corruption progress, influence of material, rust making. 2. Appearance changing due to corruption can be prevented through concentration control. 3. Periodic replacement is recommended because the effect of the material is influenced by metal ions with high reactivity in alkaline conditions. In particular, aluminum and copper ions are highly reactive. It reacts easily with cutting oil. On the picture, we can see that the oil sample has changed color after processing. Oil color of iron turns yellow, oil color of aluminum turns gray, oil color of copper turns green. It is necessary to choose an appropriate water-soluble cutting oil. The next factor we need to consider is rust prevention. Causes of rust inhibition: low concentration, low pH, high temperature, high humidity environment, improper water, high hardness. In order to maintain rust prevention, it can be prevented through concentration control. If the rust prevention performance is low, A.S. action, rust prevent oil, enhanced pH, is also necessary, but replacement of new oil is recommended. Concentration control is the most important factor. If the rust prevention performance is low, replacement of the new oil is recommended. Symptoms: discoloration or corrosion of the surface. About cause, that is, low concentration, low pH, use unsuitable water, emulsion unstable, pollution. To check this situation, we need to consider the factors that are: check concentration, odor, pH, total hardness, check water status, check emulsion status, check for pollution. After examining the above factors, from which to come up with reasonable solutions such as management of proper concentration maintenance, A.S. fungicide and pH enhancer. Measure. Replace the oil when total hardness is very high. Supply suitable water. Oil stabilization. Replace with new oil when A.S. effect is not good. Replace cause of pollution. The next factor we need to consider is emulsion instability. About cause, that is, store unsuitable, not suitable mixing method, pollution, use unsuitable water, bacterial growth, long-term use. The factors we need to check for this situation are: storage method, mixing method, cause of pollution, check water status, total hardness, chloride ion concentration, low pH, check increasing bacteria, period of use. After examining the above factors, from which to come up with reasonable solutions such as improved storage method, suitable mixing method, oil supplementation method, replace cause of pollution, supply suitable water, A.S. pH control, consultation for proper term of use. My introduction to cutting oils ends here. Thank you for listening. If you have any problems related to lubricating oil, please contact us for specific advice. Sincerely thank.